You ever seen the movie Sometimes They Come Back? It was made in the 90s where he's the guy, they're represented as what, demon bikers or greasers, whatever they call them. Basically, he's having to make these clone demons. And so what does he do? You see that black substance in the movie, and see this is what they do in Hollywood and everything. They'll even sometimes present half-truths. So it's symbology, it'll show you rather than tell you. Or sometimes they'll give the full truth, but sometimes it's just half-truths. And he makes the pentagram using white magic. And he cuts his hand for the blood to go down into the graphene, because the black is represented as liquid graphene. And basically, he's doing the seance. Now, you can say this is exactly what they were doing to make these hybrids. Except I believe they were also using their technology to do it in different ways, because they were making hybrids out of literally anything you can imagine and think of. Anything you can think of, they were making a hybrid out of it. And so he cuts his hand, it blends it with blood, he does it seance and lights the, he puts probably like gunpowder or something down. And then it comes out of the black goo. Imagine that, but it's with hybrids with blood and graphene. And basically, imagine the scientific periodic table that you learned in school. Every element that's on that chart was each different element applied in the blood. Imagine this is like a pod or whatever else, and they're applying each different mineral from the scientific periodic table in to the graphene and blood to make a different hybrid. Plus, I believe they probably had like these different seances they used with it as well to make the different hybrids, and following along with different bloodlines as well, because with each different one they made, I believe it just made a different bloodline. Now that, they could have did other things, but all in all, it just, I don't know, symbology just speaks in its own language is what I believe. Just like they do with these different movies, they cover their mouths. They use butterflies. Butterfly stands for, it comes from Rosicrucian belief, show you rather than tell you. Butterflies are represented in the occult, basically. Brainwashing, everything else. But so go watch that movie, Sometimes They Never Come Back, or Sometimes They Come Back. That part where he's in the cave, and it's something you can see to be shown to that's shown in a way, well, basically how they presented it, show you rather than tell you, basically to make hybrids, except I believe they were using different spells as well, but they made other bloodlines as well doing this. I believe these things were mating with human beings as well, because think about it, they were conjoining humans and animals and blending their bloodlines and DNAs to make different hybrid creatures. And plus, my belief with this as well is they were having humanity was having sex with these things. So imagine if you ever also watched the other movie called Splice, where he had sex with this, it was like a half human, half goat or whatever. And obviously, yeah, sperm and everything, they have babies, and then they're forming other creatures that are half human, half everything else. You think of movies like Narnia, where you have this goat man thing and talks just like us. They were doing other things as well, but crossbreeding, merging things that weren't supposed to go together, and basically perverting every bloodline, everything that wasn't natural to go together, so on and so forth. So, sounds funny to most because they just view this stuff as entertainment, and it wasn't real. It's just entertainment. It was in our movies, but it's not real. Never was real. Well, yeah. You can keep believing, and that's fine, but I just know it's not just my belief. I know our real history of this world has been covered up, and the people and the reason why they cover it up is because they're bought and paid for. People like Bill Nye, other people as well, and anyone that actually tries to present truth, like myself or anybody else, gets downplayed, gets denied, gets shot down, says they're crazy, and sometimes they would even kill these people when they try to bring real truth forward. So, I mean, it is what it is. They just don't want people to know the real history of our world, and anyone, yeah, they get mocked and laughed at. So, but, and I think it's very important to have things like this because I just believe they're hiding a lot of things from us that, like I said, talking about my theory of cabin in the woods, about the giant's hand coming out of the ground and all these hybrids in the center of the earth, basically, hollow earth theory, and they're hiding in these different underground bases. You don't have to believe it, but the symbology speaks for itself, right? Very nice.